You already know who this is. If you don't know, you've been under a rock. I am Mr. Don Trip. This is Dirty Glove Bastard off the porch.
They say money can't buy you happiness, but being broke ain't worth a bag of shit. I don't really care about half this shit, but when they...
First song you released from this album is Where I Come From with Kevo
Muney. Right.
And that's almost hit 1 million views on YouTube.
I didn't even know that.
Did you know that song was going to be such a big hit?
No, that song happened, Kevo Muney is an up-and-coming artist in Memphis. That was one of the reasons why I just started reaching out. Like, I reach out to a lot of artists now. Even if they don't reach back, I don't really care. I just think, like I said, when I was coming up, you couldn't do that.
Yeah.
And now I'm like, fuck it. What, ain't no rules say I can't reach out to people.
Yeah.
And I just reach out to say, like the shit that happened with Yellow Beezy when that incident occurred. I DM'd them and let them know, wishing you, a speedy recovery. I don't know the circumstance. I don't know what happened, but that ain't in my place to ask.
Yeah.
I just hit him to say that. Either way, with the Kevo Muney record, I got a little brother that's probably about at least 10 years younger than me.
Yeah.
So he's involved. He get to hear the younger music, and he pretty much know what pops.
Yeah.
And my people came to me and they was like, it's a cat coming up named Kevo Muney. We should do a record with him. And I'm like, I'm not familiar. Shit, I'm 33, about to be 34. So I don't expect to be in tune with everything that's coming. Either way, it was like, it's a hot young guy, it's popping. I'm like, all right, I hear you. Then my little brother came to me with the same name. I'm like, all right, well, you know what? I hit my people, like, set it up, we work it out, and shit just worked. When I went in the studio, he was ready to work. A lot of times, when I go to work with people I never met, it's more, it's a little more weird. I would either get people that's in super rapper mode, if that makes sense. Mm-hmm. Not like song, like it's cool if we in rapper mode to make this song, but like, you in rapper mode, super rapper, like you won't stop doing selfie video shit. Yeah. Like, we trying to work, I get it, or at least have a conversation we never met. Yeah. But working with him, going there, he was ready to work, he was eager to work. Yeah. And I was appreciative, for the fact that he valued my time and his, so. Yeah.
Yeah, that record turned out really good.
Oh,
it did. With him again?
Yeah, most definitely. Yeah. Shit, he's only getting harder, so yeah.
Mm-hmm. And you finally worked with Trapperman Dale on this project too.
Yeah, of course.
What is it about Trapperman Dale that you like?
For one, I never heard his rap style before. I thought that was pretty unique. That he's got his own style. Yeah. This day and age, you ain't gonna catch many people that got their own style. Yeah. So that was one of the things that I gravitated toward. But for the most part, when I'm doing features, I'm a personal person. Mm-hmm. I don't really reach out to people I don't know. Like I say, I've started to do that now, but that's fairly recent. When I was doing that record, I've gotten to know him a little more. Of course, it's been with Star. Yeah. So we've been moving around, and we've had a shitload of interactions, and just getting to know him, just like he's a cool cat, and he take this serious. Yeah. And from that, I just felt like, if I can assist in any way, I'm with it. So as a matter of fact, he sent me a record first that's going on his tape, be about to drop. Oh, okay. And the way I don't, most people don't know this, but the people that's close to me, the people I do rock with, music is almost valueless to me, if this makes sense. Like like I told Trapperman Dale, he could have sent me 6 records. I would have done all 6. Yeah. If he in the studio with me and I play 6 records and he likes 6 records, I don't care. He can drop on all 6. I give no shits. It's just music, and it's gonna do what it do. I feel, that's just how it works, and that's one of the 2 records we done. But of course, we got more shit in motion. Yeah. So yeah, that's a very talented dude, though. Yeah,
I know fans were asking for that collaboration.
Yeah. I was peeping that. Felt like it was right on time.
Yeah, and you work closely with producer Chefry Kitchen.
Yeah.
You produce a lot on this record and all of your previous album, Christopher.
Yeah.
What is it about his sound that you like?
Chefry did a few tracks on the last Step Brothers tape. I want to say it was the last Step Brothers tape. He did a few tracks on it, and it was pretty diverse. No two tracks sounded alike. And from that, like I said, I'm a personal person. So from spending time with him and getting to know him after those two records, that created a relationship. And he just, at some point, he was like, man, I want to make as much shit for you as possible. And before we realized that we had like 8 records, and we were like, well, fuck it, let's make a tape. Yeah. And it worked. Yeah. And when we finished recording that tape, like I said, I did 30 records for that tape too. When we finished recording the tape, we after doing the track list and the song selection, and sitting back and listening to it, like he actually made a piece where it had different dynamics. Like you could listen to the tape and it's a different zone all the way through. Most of the time working with a producer, getting everything from one producer, at some point shit started to sound the same. Yeah. And that didn't happen. And of course, we didn't, every beat he played, I didn't cater to. Yeah. But my process is a little weird. Like you can play a beat right now and I might not feel it, and then you play it a week from now and it worked. Catches you. Yeah. Right. Cause I think I had the, as a matter of fact, the Not Today record, he had just sent me that day. Huh. And shit just worked how it worked. But working with him, the chemistry for the most part, and the fact that I know he's not making a beat to put me in a box, if that makes sense. Yeah. Like he's not, a lot of times that's where I run into, a producer with like a particular.
They'll give you a Don Trip type beat.
Right, and they think I have a tight beat, and that they almost always strike out with that. Cause I don't, I genuinely just love music, so the right shit is the right shit for me. And with him, he didn't come in the studio and only play super trap music, or only play laid back music, or sample shit. Like he had a variety of shit to play, and shit just worked.
And do you guys record together?
We actually did every song, but the Not Today record, we recorded every record. Every record he's produced for me, we recorded together. Yeah.
Does he give you feedback and advice?
I'm probably not the easiest person to give feedback or advice to, as far as like creating a record, but he definitely did give input. Like like you can't tell me what to say, how to say it. Like I probably should be a little more accepting when it comes to that. I'm not in that. If in due time, maybe I'll be able to accept that kind of input. But he did give input like for song structure, like and for mixing, if this makes sense. The editing, the finished product. Like he had a lot of input. He was incredibly involved, and like I said, for the most part, I'm sure I'm not the easiest person to just make suggestions to. Yeah. So I'm sure he had more suggestions that he would have liked to express. He probably was like, I don't want that to come out the wrong way or some shit. But when I work with people though, I don't really know how I would put it. Like, we see it all the time when artists work. You get to see them working and they treat the people in the room like employees. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And even if I'm paying you, you're not an employee to me. I'm paying you for a service, but I don't own you. Yeah. You got the right to say no to anything, and I wouldn't dare ask you to do something that I wouldn't do myself. Mm-hmm. And I respect every person. So no matter what, we don't have we don't have falling outs or no shit like that. Me and nobody that I've worked with, that we keep it as respectful as possible. I'm not gonna curse you out because you said maybe I should say this another way. Yeah. I would probably disagree no matter what you say, even if it's I wouldn't even know if it's a good idea because I would disagree. But like lately, like maybe the last 2 albums, maybe 3. Well, 3 if we count the last Step Brothers tape. Yeah. I've tried to be more open to opinions and input, only because I see the climate of music, and I came up where, you know, it was fucking career suicide if somebody wrote for you.
Oh yeah.
And now not so much. I mean, I get it now. You know, I used to be the rapper, or, you know, I used to, you know, it was a rapper code you had to go by. And now for me, it's more about the music. Yeah. So I get it. And, you know, I've seen it happen. I've seen people work with other people, and the audience don't know. The audience is only there for the finished product. And I'm like, you know, it's not so bad, depending on what it is. Yeah. Like I said, you know, I wouldn't be so open to somebody telling me what to say in the verse, or really how to say it. But, you know, other things like, you know, when it comes to where the hook should be placed, or how it should be placed, or, you know, what instruments, you know, it's other aspects to the music other than what I'm saying. So, you know.
I got you. All right, let me ask you, are you still a fan of rap music in 2019? I ask you that because there's a couple mentions on your album where you mentioned that your favorite rapper disappointed you.
Well, not some of my favorite rappers.
Yeah, I mean, not your favorite rapper per se, but
right. My favorite rapper is Titty Boy.
Okay.
I learned a lot from Titty. I use Titty Boy's career as inspiration for me, because that let me know that ain't no deadline. I can pop in any minute. Yeah. But yeah, a lot of shit I see. Yeah, I don't like the internet. Yeah. I never, like I said, I observe a lot on the internet, but I don't partake a lot on the internet. I'm an in-person person. I hope that makes sense. But no matter good or bad, if I want to do a record with you, I'm not gonna tweet you about it unless I can't. You know, on Twitter.
That's the only way.
Right, on Twitter, I can't DM you unless we follow each other or some shit like that. But it's vice versa on Instagram. So if I can find you on Instagram, I'm gonna reach out. Yeah. I'm not gonna post something and say tag him 900 times so he'll do this song. That look desperate to me. Yeah. I'm already taking a step forward by reaching out to a person I don't know in a game that frowns at this. Yeah. So I'm like, you know, I'll reach out. If I reach out and that person, you know, don't write back, I don't take nothing from it. I don't, you know, I'm not insulted. If they never read the fucking message, if it never say seen, I don't care. I get it. You know, they don't know me. At the end of the day, they've never met me, so I get it. Yeah. But you know, I see a lot of shit that shouldn't go on the internet. Yeah. Not like I see even incriminating shit. I see incriminating shit go on, and I see just the shit that should be man to man. Yeah. That be indirect and shit. Like, you know, even the shit that be directed, it be with a mention, you know, at so and so. I'm like, you know, if we didn't have Instagram or social media, that ain't how we would reach out. Yeah. If I got an issue with you, I'd hit you. I'd hit him to catch up with him to catch up with you. But that's, you know, that's what we used to do. I'm, you know, more for that. I feel like everybody ain't supposed to know all my damn business. Yeah. And some shit, you know, you fuck around and you come out looking like ass because I misinterpreted something. And I'm like, you know, I'd rather we have this conversation and we work whatever it is out. I'm not super macho. Even though, despite what people may think, I'm not, you know, I got the burner, but I don't. I'm hoping to never have to pull it out. But you know, if that occurs, then so be it. I'm gonna do what I gotta do. But you know, I take that same approach when it comes to the music, the internet, and everything. You know, I try to be as like I was saying earlier. I try to be as little insensitive as possible. I won't say I try to be sensitive because I really don't. But I make sure, you know, I try my best not to be rude to people. But you know, like I said, some of the people I looked up to in the music business, I see shit that they do now, and I'm just like, man, that's like you let the internet get you. Like you've gotten too comfortable with this internet, and some of the shit, like, you know, I think the personal, you know, the man-to-man thing has been absent a little too often on the internet. Like I've seen shit, niggas just commenting to other niggas because they don't agree with shit that, I mean, it's his page, post whatever the fuck you want to post, a grown man. But that's what I'm saying. Like, you know, when I start to see that kind of shit, that shit kind of, you know, so I'm a little disappointed with the shit I've been seeing.
I think a lot of rap fans are too. But so it's not so much the music, more just the antics of
it. It's some of the music too. I mean, I'm one of the few people who can stand on the shit that I say in the song. A lot of niggas' songs don't even really make sense. like if you took 2 lines out the song, they have nothing to do with each other. They just, you know, you say this one line, Lamborghini parked beside my helicopter, and I'm fucking your baby mama. But none of that got nothing to do with nothing. If you broke the verse down, it really told you how, like if it's 12 lines, it told you 12 different things. Yeah. And you know, that's just how music is now anyway. Like, you know, most people not really listening to what you're saying, they're listening to, you know, the hook and the beat. Yeah. Right. So, you know, with that, I've been disappointed with the lyrics in rap music for a long time. So okay. I expect that disappointment. Yeah,
I got you. All right, how would you describe your fans? Because you got some pretty die-hard fans, and a lot of them actually say that you really inspire them too.
Man, they inspire me. I don't know how I would describe my. I don't want to say. I'll say the people who are true fans of me appreciate the fact that everything about me is organic. Yeah. And that's not on purpose. It's just, you know, I'm not an actor. I think, you know, if you're familiar with my music, you don't hear me talk much. Mm-hmm. I don't talk because I'm not a DJ. My purpose for getting on this record was to tell you something in musical, you know, in a musical form, in record form. So whatever I have to say to you, I'll do the best I can to paint that picture with the verse. Yeah. I don't want to talk you to death in the beginning of the song, the end of the song. I can't really recall a record where I talked. Mm-hmm. The most when we do Step Brothers tapes, you know, I might say, you know, I might tell you the name of the tape or something, or you know, I might have inner circle conversation with Star in the booth or something, and you just don't know what the fuck we're talking about. Yeah. But other than that, you know, I don't really like to talk on the music. So the people that fuck with my music for the genuineness, if that's a word. I don't know if that's a word or not. Either way, they fuck with it for that. Yeah. Cause I don't really have a gimmick. Yeah. You're not fucking with me cause I go on the internet and I say outlandish shit, or I do flashy shit, or not. You fucking with me because I'm speaking shit that you relate to. Yeah. And that mean the world to me. That lets me know I'm not the only person that's a person. Yeah. And you know, in this climate, I mean, I'm not saying any of this to take away from any other artist. I think, you know, in order for music to work, it's got to be everything. And you know, 8-year-old shouldn't be listening to me, because I'm going through shit, and that child is not. So it's okay that the child wants to, you know, listen to the dance music or whatever, you know. Mm-hmm. All the music ain't supposed to be the same. So, you know, I appreciate all the music, but I'm wise enough to know that all of it ain't for me. Yeah. And the music I'm disappointed with, that's the music from people who were going one direction at first, and now it's a whole nother thing. Yeah. Now it's, you know, first I was trying to give you some game, and now I'm just super party, high gangster man. Yeah, like they took the bait, you know? Right. That's how I look at it. Like, man, you know, you was on track at first, and you know, maybe I get it. You know, it's, you know, at the end of the day, this is business. Mm-hmm. So maybe you had to make the decision that was, you know, better suit for you financially. So I get it, but as a fan, I don't get it. Yeah. As a man, I get it, but not as a fan.
What I wouldn't give for a moment of peace. Sorry, but daddy got somewhere to be. I never stop cause the grind never stops. And if I ever stop, we got nowhere to sleep. I take the time out my day to go up to the school and have lunch with my babies. I hop on the road.